Now I want to put a chimney, on my house. Now I could start trying to draw from the side view, but changing the view makes it a lot easier to draw things in the right place. So I'm going to use camera and standard view and go to the front. And what I want to do is I want to draw a chimney right in the middle. So I'm going to draw a line up there. I'm going to draw a line across. And I'm going to draw a line down. And if I now go back to an isometric view, I say, well, you've drawn the chimney right on the front of the house. The chimney should sort of be in the middle. Well, that's okay. I'm going to drag that back and make what seems to be a very, very long chimney. And then grab the front and drag that up. And there's my chimney. I do leave 2 lines on the roof doing that, but that's okay. I can just use the rubber to delete that line. And if I rotate around, I can use it to delete that line. So now I've got a nice chimney. Now next I'm going to put some chimney pots on there. Now if I want to draw, I want to make sure that what I'm drawing on is I'm drawing on the top of this. And this is one of the problem with three-dimensional modelers. You've got to be very careful about where you're drawing, because you think you're drawing on top of the surface till you rotate it around and then suddenly you're not. So I'm going to zoom in on the top of this chimney and I'm going to rotate it down a touch. I'm going to have a look and then I want a circle. Now it says on the face. Now start drawing that. So I'm checking when I'm drawing, it's drawing on the face. So if I now change to perspective, they're staying on the face. So the fact that it said on the face is very important. It's saying that's where you're actually drawing them. So pull that one up a bit and pull that one up a bit, and then I go back to a standard isometric view and I use my zoom tool to zoom back out and use my hand tool to drag that back up and maybe zoom out a bit more. There's my house. So I've got windows, a door, a chimney looks a bit like a Lego brick. Okay, and I could do other things if I wanted to make the side of the house look like the roof sticking out a bit. I can move that in a touch. I can rotate that around the other way and I can make that side go in a bit as well. That gives me a bit more of a angle on the front of the roof. That looks quite nice. I could just click on the move tool. I could, for instance, move the angle of the roof back a touch. I've got to make sure I'm going back on the green axis. So if I now have a look at that, I've made the angle of the front of the roof go back a bit. I could do that. Do the same thing at the back. Again, just click on the move tool. This is not moving, I'm just moving a point. I've got to be quite careful doing this. I've got to be, again, it's easy to think you've done something right until the point when you rotate it around and have a look at it and think, oh, that's wrong. So if I go camera and standard views from the top, I can see that my roof is actually not even. And actually I need to bring that a bit more in. And then I've got my 2 sides, not perfect, but a little bit more even to each other. So moving around and checking what you're doing is very important. I think lastly, we can have a look at putting some colour and make this look a little bit more like a house.